kind of have the figure setup going on when I need to display my desk, so it's a little cramped right here, but we'll get this figured out. And then what we're doing is we're going to check out this new batch of Jakks Pacific SEGA figures that I received in the mail. I think this means I'm missing one from the set, but if you don't recall, there's an entry on Gamubaka as well as a video that's been archived on YouTube. But prior, we had these little figures, the Series 1. There's Axel from Streets of Rage. And we had I from Monkey Ball. And the Werewolf from Altered Beast. So that was the Series 1. We got all those, so I've had my eye out for the future series. And of course, like anything, I've read that the Series 1 at least was Walmart exclusive. So where I live, anytime they do this, Walmart will get the first series where I live, and then you'll never see these figures again. They'll never get another series of them for the entirety that they run. So I had to order these online. And if it probably weren't for one specific figure, I probably wouldn't have bothered at all. But as far as I know, the only one I'm missing then was, for whatever reason, they turned around and did another Altered Beast figure and did the dragon. So I don't know if they're hinting at something that Sega maybe wants to revisit Altered Beast or whatever, I don't know, but it was just kind of a strange choice, or just something easy that they could flip around with the molds that they had. Without further ado, let's float over to this scene and take a look at our first figure in this next series for the Jakks Pacific SEGA. We're back to Golden Axe here. We've got Gilius Thunderheads here, and he comes with a broad axe. So there's kind of a better look at the packaging. I love the little blade there, got the nice Golden Axe art. And then I do have my eye out for, yes, the Silver Axe. That was the prequel. It had to graduate. Golden Axe is Silver Axe 2. But there's, I can't remember which toy company makes it, but I don't really like actively collect figures, but I am seeking, there's one specific Tyrus figure that I'm looking for, so I'll keep an eye out for those at the shows. But I don't know, maybe in the future they'll do another one of these characters. And as I'm thinking, I don't think this series has any female characters yet. And then you can see the back, they get you the screenshot. He's calling for his magic. There's his lightning. 24 points of articulation on this figure. So, and then this one, I noticed, like, sometimes the different territories will give the characters different names, but it doesn't look like that's the case for any of these that I have now. It seems like this character is known as Gilius Thunderhead in all territories. Once again, he comes with the broad axe, and this makes it look really shiny. Like, I kind of like the texture that they're implying that this has. And I mean, these are $10 figures. You're not gonna get like the world out of these, but still, for $10 figures, I think that these are pretty good, and they're largely playable. Like, these are the kind of figures that you are they intend that you play with them. I know probably a lot of people are just collecting them and displaying them or whatever, but we'll see what happens in the future. It'd be kind of cool if Jakks Pacific released some sort of set piece that you could set these characters on. But here we go. You know the rules here. We're gonna let this one breathe. Get it in. There. Open this one up. Yeah, there's the amiibo are pretty decent quality, I think. I mean, if you're going for super high quality, like, you're buying statues at that point, and you're spending hundreds of dollars. These are just toys. And I don't mean that in any sort of derogatory sense. These are pretty good. I think probably what would take this beyond an amiibo is just the fact that they have the articulation. So there he is. Gilius. Hey Rabbi, what's going on? We're just taking a look at some of the newer or more recent Jakks Pacific SEGA figures. This one we just opened up from Golden Axe, Gilius Thunderhead. The guy from Golden Axe who carries a silver axe. see if we can. Uh-oh. Does it supposed to yeah, like this C grip seems too big. This one seems too small. I have to figure this one out. They've long done the Worlds of Nintendo, and they've long done specifically Sonic figures, but they just recently, within the past year or so, started doing, like, just branched out and doing other Sega items. Oh, okay. So this is okay. So the packaging suggests that you pose him with his hand at his hip. Maybe his hand at his hip. Okay. Try to get the articulation working. And then this kind of... This is his battle pose, I guess. I'd have to do this on the, Yeah, I don't know. Like, the C grip on this seems way too big. So this might be a folly with this particular figure, that it's difficult to get him to hold the axe, but I think if you're just setting him up for display, like, you'd be able to figure it out and get something going. Like, maybe he can hold it across. But I mean, the figure itself, like the axe itself, is kind of cool. Like, the stem and handle they're pretty cheap, but like, I do like the effect that they put on the axe. It's like a shine on it. And decent detail on the figure itself. Articulation. This one, I don't know about the playability on it, though. Because we got to figure out how we can hold the axe. But, like I said, I'll figure that out another time. Because I usually do video cuts on YouTube and I'll probably do another feature on the website. So I'll be able to figure it out more and go into more detail with it. But, yeah, that one's... Tim, that was... The Gilius Thunderhead. There again, there's the packaging. I don't know if this was intentional because of the newer game release or if it was just coincidence, but figure number 2 that I have here, it's Joe! Joe Musashi. And he comes with the Oborozuki sword. So there's the sword off to the side there. And that's him, Joseph Musashi himself. This being from the Revenge of Shinobi. On the back. Exploding sword. 28 points of articulation on this one. So there's the game art that they chose to put on the blade there. And I do appreciate, like, the backing here. It has the grid pattern, like Sega's older game packaging did. Although this one invokes the Master System. Yeah, I was like, I like this series. Like I said, they should be $10. After Series 1, they seem to be a little bit more difficult to find, so you might find people trying to sell them for more. But for $10, these are, I think these are pretty neat. I don't mind displaying these ones, so let me open the package here. But it seems like if you go to practically any Walmart, you can still find a lot of the Series 1 stuff. The closest one to me has, I from Monkey Ball, and oh, he has a sheath. Okay, so he has the one closest to me has I from Monkey Ball and Axel from Streets of Rage. The one closest to me doesn't happen to have the werewolf, but it seems like if you go to pretty much any Walmart location, they still have the Series 1 stuff. So, oh god, when I get this out of the packaging, I'm noticing, like, new details to this. This is kind of sick. That's what I'm freaking... He has a sheath. So... Oh, yes! We did it! Awesome. Oh, you see the multiple ones? Because the second Streets of Rage one is the third one that I have to show here. So the only one that I'm aware of that I don't have is the Series 2 they did, the... Hey Punk, what's going on? Yeah, John Katana. The dragon from Altered Beast. That's the only one I don't have in my collection. But I noticed, like, there's these studs on his shin guards. It's a neat detail. And then underneath, like, the mesh of his shirt is actually patterned. There's like a silver mesh pattern here. But yeah, the sheath is absolutely sending me. Like, I didn't notice that at first. Yeah, this one's pretty cool. And then it helps that and they do a lot of details on this. They could be lazy and just have painted these guards on, but it's like it's an actual separate layered piece to it. Oh, and the wrist guards have it too. Oh man, this might be the best one of the series that I have opening up today. See how opposable it is though. Okay, so we need to do the can we get the sword? Okay, the sword does come back out. Okay, so he has the C grip hand, but let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out. It's been let me see what the packaging suggests. Okay, it shows him holding the sword in this hand. So it's another one I'm going to figure out. For whatever reason, the C grips on these hands that they put on these series, they're really, really tight. I'm gonna have to like really force the sword in there. Uh-oh. You'd break it. So for now, we'll put the sword in here. So I'm going to figure that out, but I don't know. This one's going to be tough to beat on just like details and playability. There he is. It's Joe. So I like Shinobi and the character, but like I think this particular figure may have exceeded the expectations I had before receiving it. So that's a pleasant surprise. I didn't know if I was going to care about continuing getting more of these characters, but when I saw that this one was going to be coming up, this is what changed my mind. And again, another Streets of Rage character. It's your boy Rue. It's a kangaroo, that's why they call him Rue. There he is. Look at that, the absolute unit. He's got the Muay Thai, he's got the Sagat shorts. He's looking mean too. That's right. Muscles, yep. This, you might not like it, but this is what Pete Kangaroo looks like. He's shredded. So, and then they just use the stock. That's the Streets of Rage 2. The Streets of Rage 2. This was my cosplay that I wore. It's a Cleveland Gaming Classic, and if you see around the corner of there's the back of Streets of Rage 2, the Don't Walk Man. But yeah, this is what's on the blade of the toy figure. There. He comes with explosion. I don't remember him exploding in the game, but oh, look at that. We better be able to pose him like that. And then it's Rue with explosion. Get Ken toy. I don't know. I thought the Street Fighters looked hokey. I never actually wanted any of them. But I eventually found a few Toy Biz figures. I have a packaged Toy Biz Gambit and Camby from Street Fighter versus X-Men, and then I have a loose Juggernaut from X-Men versus Street Fighter. Alright, so let's Masters. They have to give him a last name. Otherwise he's Ken from Barbie. Okay. There's his explosion. They have him like strapped in. They have both of his arms strapped in and both of his legs. And his tail is strapped too. They didn't want this guy going anywhere. We're gonna unleash him now. Look at that. Feet. Feet. Oh, his tail has articulation. How many points was it? This one is 24 points of articulation. Oh, it's got the chain extending off of the choker. Wait, can you do the, you can do the butt bounce like in that screenshot? Alright, let's get him. His tail's gonna help him. Like, I think this is gonna be definitely very poseable. Alright. Posture up. Man, look at this guy. He's mean mugging too. Jeez. It's just kind of a like... There's like the details, like they could just paint this stuff on, but it's actually a separate layer. And you can see there's the fold in there. Like the leg actually extends into here a little bit, even more so on the other side. And then the tail comes out. You can see like the tail's actually coming out of here. Gloves. All right, let's see. Let's get him. Let's get him equipped. Is that supposed to be a hit spark? Yeah. Come here. There. We did it. He's very poseable. He's got like the Tekken, like the Paul Phoenix fist going on there. Yep, hit him with the koosh ball. Oh, no! Rachel, no! Okay, I gotta fix Rachel then. Draw these three figures in these poses. Okay. Hold on. It's quite the demand for a 3-minute doodle, but since it's you, I'll do it. We have other doodles. We did, the last one we did was Kracko from Kirby. 1 minute per, yeah, that's true. What am I worried about? There's the figures. And there they are. As close to the 3-minute doodle as I can possibly do to do these. There we go. 3 little guys. Thank you for the request 14 minutes ago. In fairness, I think it took me... So, I don't know, maybe that was about 10 minutes, I'd say. Yeah. There he is. It's him. Hell yeah. Appreciate it. Thank everybody for their support. putting up with this nonsense. All right, so now set these over here. They can chill with their buddies. Oh my god, he takes up so much room. Okay,